Hey guys, here we go. This is round one. Second game, we've got Dimir Mill, Lord Yugatsu versus Mardu Control, Valkyrio. I'm here with the famous. How's the matchup look?
Looks like it's pretty heavy favored for the Dimir Mill. So,
Just way too much creature control that's not relevant in the control deck, I think.
yes.
Life gain and the Blood Baron and so on. How fast do you think this mill deck is going to be? That's really, I think, a key point.
I think it's going to be very slow, but if it hits Mind Grind or any of these cards, they're just going to end the game on the spot.
Yeah. I was surprised that he did not put Muddle the Mixture in the main deck, since it's basically copy 2 of Glimpse the Unthinkable, which is probably the best card in his deck.
It can also fetch Mind Grind, can it?
I believe it can.
Is Mind Grind 2 or 3 for a mana cost?
I've never actually cast it. Hang on.
Oh, it's 2. 2 and X.
Yeah, so Muddle Mixture seems pretty good in the deck.
Yes.
Anyway, here we go.
Oh, here's our openers.
Cards underway. It's a lot of land from on Dimir's side. Skeletal Vampire is a terrifying card. Like, I don't know how anybody beats that. I guess
Yeah, that's very strong.
I guess one answer is just kill him before you can cast it. I'm amused.
Another answer.
I'm amused
Exile
at playing
effects.
Circu in a singleton format, since he stops cards from being played if they have the same name. Doesn't seem that relevant.
Yeah, I think he's just there for the mill one.
Right. Occasionally mill 2. Could be mill 2.
You think we'll get a Rakdos return next turn of Dom?
I don't know if for 2 is his best number. I could see Shrieking Grotesque and then return for 3. That seems better.
No.
What do you think? Do it for 2?
No. Oh, especially not after Underworld Connections.
Does he want to draw that many cards?
I think he wants to be able to. No, he does want to draw cards because if he's going to get milled out, it's going to be in huge chunks. But Shaking Grotesque, followed by Bounce Land. Yeah, Bounce Land.
Seems good.
So he has the much sought after Expeditions Godless Shrine.
Yes, I was commenting on my fantastic looking Battlefield Forge last night. Or Sacred Foundry, that one. Living the good life. There's a Mind Grind. Now just need to feed it some mana.
And does he play the Lobotomist or hold up Error?
I guess it's Hold Up Error. I feel like I would have probably played the guy. I don't know. I guess there's some 5-drops you want to worry about. But he's not really.
Yeah, I think he holds it up.
You think so?
Like, Lobotomist doesn't do a whole lot. And I can actually probably see it coming out in the matchup. It's just
more incremental mill. Good thing that he did.
yeah.
Sadek. Seems a little pricey, mana-wise. It's something like a 2-turn-ish clock, though.
Yes. One mana away from Angel Despair. Blowing up a land seems like a great idea. Just any sort of Stone Rains against this mill deck. Here's a Vampire.
Pretty quick clock.
Very Siege Gang Commander-esque.
If only it could throw those bats at people.
No, you just eat them to regenerate, though. Tasty bats.
Tasty, tasty bats. I just picture the vampire throwing them like batarangs and hitting Surku in the forehead or something. You got a mind grind for 3 here, right? Yeah.
What?
I said you've got to
mind grind here.
You've got to do what he just did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nine cards. Nothing too relevant that he wanted.
Did he trigger the Lobotomist?
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah, no cards in exile. No, there's 2 cards in exile. There are 2.
Oh.
The Signet.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And Face Fetters. Angel Despair. This turn. Now, do you blow up a land, Codex Shredder, or the Surku?
Probably still a land. Oh, Surku, I guess. I don't know. Like, he's dead next turn on board. You know, Codex Shredder's not really scary. Still a mana away from Sadek. End game.
Wow, surprising. So what do our sideboards look like?
Castigate sounds pretty good. Take out a lot of creature kills.
I think this Pack Rat and Muddle the Mixture should both be in.
I'd be surprised if we actually see Pack Rat. I think he's just straight on the mill plane.
Just going turn 2 pack rat if it's unanswered.
It is.
That's pretty much death for the opponent.
I'm not saying it's not good.
Plus, you can muddle the mixture transmute into it. Maybe far and away.
How about Treasury Throw? Attack and get back anything you want.
A lot of Dom's threats are pretty expensive. Bouncing them is pretty good.
I could see Lazov. He's got some good stuff to copy.
So what do you think of the combo of a Dark Confidant Skaz deck?
Oh, seems pretty good. Doesn't need that life anyway, right?
Yeah.
And we're off.
Solid opener from Dom.
With the same cards as last time.
Yes. And pretty good out of the Dimir mill deck.
Could use another land, but it can get there.
Breaking on turn 2.
Indeed. Oh, Mardu takes a mulligan.
Wow.
That's surprising. This hand is not.
It's just looking for something.
This hand's not very exciting. I like
I don't
Undercity.
suppose we're playing with the scry roll.
Oh, we should be. I don't know if he did. I guess we can check. Yeah, he did.
There's something wrong. You did? Okay.
Yeah, he looked at the top one. I like Undercity Informer pretty well in this deck. Can get rid of those extra hover barriers and such. There's that Castigate. Oh, top deck a Glimpse. Why not?
Here's Glimpse. That may be better than the land.
Quite possibly. Boarded in the Jace. Interesting.
I don't think that should ever leave the main deck. The card's just excellent everywhere.
True. But if you're going to board it out, it's just a matchup where you bring it in. I guess if you always want it in, just leave it in.
Oh, well, here's a master of cruelties. Getting Dimir charmed.
Yeah. 5-drop with power 2 or less. That's how that works, I guess. And an error to buy a little more time. Would really like some more land, though.
Now we have Convolute up. Nowhere does he go with Undercity. Oh, leaves up Convolute.
Just counter all the things.
Signet into Blood Baron? Yeah. Here's a 5. Does it get countered? Or a 5-turn clock.
I will make the fuck out of it.
I think you would play Undercity Informer here, don't you? Just immediately sacrifice it?
I guess you'd want to start counting lands. I count 12. So he's got a few more to go through.
Yes. This Mardu deck probably has, what, 5 lands left in here, so 50% lands.
Am I leaving something on your screen? Or... Oh. Yeah, I see.
Does Nightfall Spectre do a lot here? Gets killed, I guess.
Yeah.
I think I like Informer better there.
I think, do you tell Tom to draw 2 cards and then play Underformer next turn? Probably draws 2 himself and gets Mind Grind.
That should do it by itself. Still doesn't play.
Yes.
Still doesn't play Informer with 3 mana up. I guess you don't want it to get killed right away, but
Right. You can't play it without having the sacrifice mana open.
yeah.
That barrier is getting sacrificed.
Mind grind for 4. And there's a scoop. Did you see anything unusual in the sideboard cards? I think we saw everything we expected.
The chase is unusual, but I think that's just a good card in all the matchups. Do you think Tahoe everything like Keating Apparition just as a 2/2 beater?
I could see it, actually.
Maybe even Lobber Crew.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what Lava Crew is doing in his deck, like what role it fills.
This hand doesn't look very good for Mardu deck.
Not so much.
And missing lands out of the Dimir deck.
Mulda 6 is no good either.
No pressure.
Is that land? That helps a lot.
You must like the top card of the library. Godless Shrine, yeah.
Still missing red mana though.
I guess Battlehorn's kind of an answer to Codex Shredder.
And he'll be able to mortify this Vector.
Spectre of Breaking.
Spectre, 100%. Get it on the board. It's going to die, but you can always.
Yeah, there's no counter magic to rush around or.
Oh, that's a Blood Crypt. Not anymore.
Maybe he'll draw that Singleton Mountain. There's the mountain.
Hey, he could have boarded in a mountain.
True.
Next turn, Consumer Aberration.
Ah.
What do we
I think
take?
you have to take that Psychic Spiral, don't you? Or, I guess Grizzly Spectacle, because you need even a 2-1 does damage.
I don't think he cares as much about Spectacle just because the Vampire can save itself. He'd still mill 3. But he at least gets to keep attacking and making bets. Psychic Spiral seems pretty scary.
It definitely is. Ace Spectacle.
All right. There is an answer to that.
Yeah, he needs to draw his Rakdos Charm or something. No, right, Rakdos Signet. Oh, Carnarium.
Oh,
One
right.
turn late.
Right. Still does not have red mana. About that.
Yeah, next turn's gonna be very rough.
There's a Recto Signet. And there's the Keening Apparition, like you said.
Need that 2/2.
Yeah, there aren't even any enchantments in the Dimir deck. Just the beats.
Wait, was that an uptick on Jace and no attack with Aberration?
That is what happened.
Wow.
I think you could use those cards right about now. Alright, do you hit the Jace or the Aberration?
You hit the Aberration because you can't take another mill 4 for nothing. And you know about the Psychic Spiral in hand, that might be game. Because Apparition trigger, then mill 2. And you're already at 9 cards in your library after the Codex. 8 after double Codex.
Getting pretty low.
I don't think you even attack the Jace here. I think you attack player and then Dreadboard Jace the next turn.
Down to 6, which is effectively 2. After the Spiral and Codex Shredder. It's still no damage dealt. Oh, okay. Well, I will take the glimpse, thanks.
Well, that's game.
That is straight game.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a rough matchup for the Mardu deck coming in. But that was a beating.
He won a game at least, but that last game was pretty decisive. They should be able to get themselves back in this call.
Might want to send the invite anyway.
Did you invite?
No.
Okay.
My Hangouts is acting funny.
Hey,
Hi.
Continuing my tradition of losing in round one.
Well, if your tradition holds, you're going to go undefeated afterwards.
I would accept that. 8-0 after round one, 0-2 in round one. So, yeah, that was pretty much the matchup. Like by round 12 of the draft, I was like, I'm probably not going to win. I was actually closer than I thought I was going to be. But the deck's just too dirtily. Like I had to have a pretty specific hand, and like I tried to mulligan for it, but like it just wasn't there. If I had read game 3 sooner, I might have had a shot.
Did you sideboard out creatures out of curiosity?
I sideboarded out like a couple of my really expensive ones, but that was it. Like I boarded out Tesa because it doesn't really do anything against you, and maybe one of the 5 drops. I don't remember. I cut some of the enchantment removal too.
I sideboarded out creatures for the most part for a bit more control to hit your creatures.
Yeah, I tried to keep things like Wrecking Ball and Mortify that like could hit something other than a creature. So like try to, because I also didn't know if you were going to board in Pack Rat, which like if I board out on removal and I died of Pack Rat, then it's just bad too.
I like Pack Rat, but I don't know. It's just like too different of style.
Pack Rat just wins the game on its own. When unanswered, just beats anything.
If it's unanswered. Mm-hmm. But I'm playing against red, white, black, so.
Well,
you
playing
also
it on turn 5 with 1 activation up wins.
Dom, I enjoyed the Keening Apparition with no targets in the entire deck.
Yeah, I just wanted a 2-drop. I was like, I wanted to be more aggressive.
Yeah.
And yes, Lava Crew counts as being more aggressive.
I thought you were going to bring that in too.
Yeah, Smith called that.
Yeah. It does damage. I mean, I lost game 2 because I couldn't stick anything. Like, if I had played something before, like, turn 5, I would have won.
Game 2 is just kind of silly, though.
It was, yeah. My deck just doesn't have the right tools to consistently be able to win. I felt really fortunate to win the first game, and then I was like, oh, maybe I'll just randomly draw well or something, but it didn't really materialize. If I could have cast the Batterhorn and the Dreadbore in the 3rd game, I might have been in it.
Yeah.
But it still would have taken me a long time to actually win, and he had a bunch of outs anyway.
Your game 2 mulligan, you said you were looking for a better hand, just like for the matchup. Because it did look terrible.
I just thought both, like, game 2 and 3, I just thought those hands were slow. And I might have been too aggressive, but I also couldn't cast Ghost Council of Orzhova on 3 because my colors didn't work right. So if I could have, I would have kept it. Because like I had black, white, red or something.
Or
like, or no, I had that stupid mountain. That's what it was. Yeah, I had a mountain, a Blood Crypt, a Rakdos Signet, and a Plains or something. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So the mountain wasn't very good there. I'm pretty
Also,
sure
you're gonna.
it's wrong, but I just don't know what it should be. I didn't have enough time to practice.
Yeah, I thought you would have kept that hand just because of the Ravnica Signet did it.
Yeah. Maybe I just have to, like, hope I draw something. It's certainly... I could see that being correct to keep.
I mean, that was kind of what I did in both the second and third game, where I only had 2 lands in hand. I was just like, I should be able to draw into land. I'm gonna rely on the fact I can draw into land, statistically speaking.
Yeah. Well, it's easier
Well,
to
you
draw.
also know you have forever to actually draw that land.
Yeah. Whereas, like, I have to draw a 3-drop by turn 3. So I only have, like, 2 draw steps. But yeah. It's all good. Like I said, I thought I was just gonna get, like, completely blown out, so at least it was maybe somewhat interesting.
Yuki, we were
I
saying,
also looked at my sideboard and realized that, like, my whole sideboard is basically anti-aggro cards and a Castigate, which maybe reflects poor drafting. So,
Yuki, we were saying that we were surprised you put Jace in your sideboard in the first place. But if you're gonna do that, what about this matchup makes you bring it in?
Mostly just because I wanted something to distract his creatures, honestly, was part of it. And then the other part of it was just, if he's going to be swinging in with creatures, I can reduce their power. I wasn't certain at first if I was going to be able to keep as many creatures at bay as is necessary. I mean, I have creature control and counters and some walls, but I wasn't certain if those were going to be enough. Then as I was playing against him, I was like, okay, if I'm sideboarding out creatures, it makes me more open. I'm putting in some more control. I'll throw in Jace as a distraction, and to basically, worst case scenario, if it didn't attack Jace, then I was taking less damage. So to extend my time, I guess I would say.
All right.
I was also surprised you ticked up Jace instead of immediately using the mini factor eviction.
That was more because I had luxury of time at that instant, and I was sitting there, I was like, I could draw into the 3, but I don't really know what's on top of it. He doesn't have anything that's super threatening at the moment, so let's just +1 it, see if I can get to that 8.
he really wanted to cast, like, Angel of Despair out of my library. So.
Maybe.
Fun fact, I almost didn't attack with the Sin Collector because I was thinking of the new Jace that gives -2 power. I was like, oh, it's 1/1. It's actually 1/1. It's not a 1. So.
Oh, and
New Jace is
not attacking with the Aberration? Didn't want to kill that 2/1?
It was a wall. It was
Yeah,
a really strong wall.
That surprised me too. I thought I was just jump blocking.
If it plays out, I was gonna say if it plays out like in a different matchup, I probably would have attacked. But I mean, in this matchup, I was just like, I'm just gonna mill it. He's already low on cards. There's no point in trying to go for 2 win conditions when this one's already pretty solid. I'll just keep it up as a wall in case he throws out something else large.
If I could have stuck that Master of Cruelty, this would have been so great. I didn't think it was actually going to work because you had like 6 cards in your hand. I figured I'd try.
Yeah, Dimir Charm doesn't often kill 5-drops.
No, that's pretty depressing. Guys got anything else? I can't think of much. Like,
I guess the one.
I think like the mulligans were the only thing that I wasn't really super sure about.
One minor question we had was on your Sin Collector picking Grizzly Spectacle over Psychic Spiral.
I assumed that I was gonna have to kill him with like a large creature. Then Grizzly Spectacle would kill that large creature if I ever drew it. And I was just like, well, I could lose the Psychic Spiral, but it seemed... I just was more worried about the removal spell.
Alright.
I was just gonna hope
I was actually gonna side with Dom on that one.
Drew a Blood
If I was in
Baron
his situation, I'd probably also be thinking that.
A Blood Baron's a bad example because it's the one creature that survives Grizzly Spectacle. But like,
Well,
if I just
also
some fatty.
the The vampire with regenerate.
What about it?
Gets past the Grizzly Spectacle, doesn't it?
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I just have to sack a bat. I haven't played with a lot of these cards before. Yeah, that makes sense actually. So he also only had like 2 cards in his graveyard. So
Yeah, there was
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that was the other factor. Slightly Spiral was not going to be very NA efficient for Mill, where Grizzly Spectacle probably would have been a bit better. Even if I killed it like 3 power, it would have been 4 for 3 rather than 5 for 2.
and I had Batman in my hand that game, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is probably was worth thinking about.
That was pretty minor, though. I don't know. That's all I had.
Yeah. Well, I'll try to replicate last season, although I'm less confident. I don't think this deck's quite as good as the one I had last time.
All
Scott
right.
had to steal my Obsidat and not play it. So
Yeah. How about that?
yeah, and it was pretty awkward when I had the regular Ghost Council in the first game, and I was like, he has this 05. I'm just not going to play this spell ever. So, oh well.
I'm hanging up the recording.
Okay.
You watching the video? Thanks for watching. Catch us next time.